Hi Taurus, welcome to the full moon in Cancer reading for December 26, 2023. Full moons close out cycles, quite appropriate for the end of the year. Let's see what the theme is for your next 2 weeks. It's the number 4 people card, teacher. So maybe you're teaching somebody something, or you're learning something, but whatever it is, it can be something that gives you a good, strong foundation with that number 4. Or you're creating a foundation, so you need to learn about it, or maybe you're helping somebody else to develop a good foundation to something. Again, I'm not in my usual spot, so I'm a little bit limited, but I have what I have, and we'll still get a good reading. That's the direction the reading is going in. Your focus for the next 2 weeks is the Justice card. So this is a karmic period. There may be some decisions that need to be made, so we could be weighing out decisions. There can be some literal justice, so some court cases or legal situations where the Justice card is concerned. But it is trying to maintain equilibrium and staying in the middle path, right? Understanding both sides of a situation, seeing both sides of a situation, and when we do that, well, we don't have so much difficulty, or we don't create a lot of karma, because this is the karma card. Karma is the stuff that you hold on to. Like, it can happen, stuff happens, but if you hold on to it, you harbor it, right? That's when you can't let go of something, is when maybe you have to experience it yourself so that you can understand the other point of view. And that's what middle path is, right? Seeing both sides of a situation. We don't become judgmental that way. We become more understanding. You may be weighing some situations out, but with the teacher card there's definitely something that we're learning here. Because many situations can be a teacher. Okay, so enough of that. I'm going to lay out the cards first. The first card is, the first column is what's being closed out at this time for you, or it can just be where you find yourself at the time of the full moon. Now, there's definitely some endings here. 10 is the end of a situation while beginning something new simultaneously. And we have 2 air signs, so this is probably on a very mental level, but there may be some action that needs to be taken. More swords, so more mental energy. The centered column is you and how you're acting or behaving in the situation. Another 10, so 2 10s. 2 10s, 2 4s so far. So there's a pattern coming on here. And the last column is the probable outcome. It's a little bit tough there. Okay, this is the probable outcome, because some things we can change, sometimes some things we are meant to experience. We came here to experience it, so it's not going to change. And again, if it's karma, you're meant to experience so that you can see the other side of a situation and become less harshly judgmental, to find the middle path. Okay, so Taurus, let's have a look here. Okay, so 10 of Swords, stick a fork in me, I'm done card. It's retired. Could be the end of the year stuff. Mentally, we're just kind of over a lot of things, and we're ready to let go. Now, your perspective is really important with the 10 of Swords. Is it a new day is dawning, or is it dusk and you're done and over with? It really depends on how you see the situation, because both things are happening in this card. But I feel for somebody, we could be having some tension, holding tension either in our upper back and neck area. I feel like there's some tension for some people there. And you could be having some back difficulty with that Ten of Swords, but also this is what's calling my attention. And I think either the problem can be that we're having some difficulty with our posture, or maybe could be the culprit, or we're just holding tension there. But in any case, the Ten of Swords is mental and physical pain, but also just it's enough. We've had enough of something. It's over and done with, and we don't want to continue on anymore. Now, tens are the end of a situation while simultaneously beginning something new. And this card is telling me that we're moving on from this situation. And we're looking for that balance that the Justice card is asking us for. This is moving, a physical move. It can be a physical move. It can be a travel. But we are moving on from rocky waters to something more calm, where we can understand the situation a little bit more. It's kind of like taking stock and really trying to understand what just happened and why it happened and that sort of thing. But from a calmer perspective, from a calmer mindset and emotional, because we are on water here. But it's taking these lessons with us so that we understand and so that we don't make those same mistakes again. Remember, 6 is always about balance, trying to maintain balance. The 10, let's see if I can get that so it looks a little bit brighter, okay, or less bright rather. The 4 of Swords, more mental energy. This means that you definitely need a rest. And after this card, I can see that. 4 of Swords is that your physical body needs a rest, but your mind is probably still consumed. It's probably still quite busy thinking about stuff. So the caution with this card, again, is if you feel tired, take a rest. If you start to feel a cold coming on, take a rest. Don't push yourself, because if you don't do it voluntarily, the universe will help you and it will be much worse in that sense. So if you feel feeling difficult or feeling mentally, emotionally, or physically tired, take your rest. Get a nap. Get the genius nap in, which is like 5 minutes, something like that, that geniuses usually take. Okay, another 10 card. This is a happier one. So we're moving out of this energy and we're moving into, now this can be happy family because it is the holiday season. So maybe family visits. I think you are probably going somewhere because we need a rest, but family is around, and this is faith. And so this is the couple of the 2 of Cups that have grown and matured. And that gives them a lot of faith. This is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It really is just understanding what is truly important, which is, home and family and people that we love and people that love us, and, a nice warm meal. And it's not the extravagance of, say, the 10 of Pentacles or anything. It's an emotional bliss. Okay? And it's usually something that you receive because it's the end of a cycle, right? Through the understanding of this whole emotional situation that started whenever. You know what I mean? It's the end of that cycle. So what you have learned is to have some faith, and possibly faith in family, faith in friends, faith in the people that you love and that love you. This is happy home, happy family, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's really nice. Well done. Okay, and the possible outcome. So that means you're going to feel really good. Maybe you're visiting home and family, but in any case, there's a really nice feeling there and a need for rest. And so it feels to me like wherever you are at this time, you can mentally and physically take a rest and just enjoy a good time. And after the few years we've had, I can see why that is necessary. The probable outcome is the Two of Cups and the Hanged Man. The Two of Cups are partnerships of all kinds, but they seem to be on hold with the Hanged Man. You can be preparing for something because the Four of Swords is again mental preparations, planning, and that sort of thing. And at the right time, you'll pick up that sword, that fourth sword, and go into action. But for now, enjoy family. So there are relationships here with that Two of Cups, relationships and partnerships of all kinds. But there is something here where, with the Hanged Man, something is out of our hands. There may be a sacrifice in regards to a partnership or family members or a relationship of some sort, because the Hanged Man can often be sacrificed. This is the card of Odin, the Norse god Odin, who gave up his eye for knowledge. So I don't suggest that. I say that every time, but I really don't suggest it. But it does mean that there's a sacrifice. Things are probably out of your hands with the Hanged Man at this time, and probably for the next 2 weeks. But this is definitely in regards to partnerships and relationships of some sort. The Hanged Man is a card of, if you wait and you wait with faith, you usually get what you want, which could be a relationship or a partnership of some sort. We'll look into that a little bit more. Okay, yeah, you have the moon here with this. Now, the moon makes things a little bit unclear. We don't see things clearly with the moon. You may want to look back on the last eclipse that we had, because this is an eclipsed moon. This is, it's often, it is the associated with Pisces, but for some reason I also associate it with Cancer, with the sign Cancer. Now, these are subconscious fears that come up around the full moon, so this moon can really have an effect on you. It could be physical, but I do feel this, again, I feel this tension here. And this is probably just around the first few days of the full moon. And after that, I really feel like a release or a relief of some sort. You can be extra intuitive and extra psychic at this time, so do pay attention to your thoughts and definitely your emotions, but signs and symbols and reoccurring themes and songs that come up that remind you of someone or something, that sort of thing. But there is something that we're leaving behind that is probably in our best interest, but we don't maybe see where we're headed where the moon is concerned, because again, there's something that is unclear. It's kind of like I have a feeling about something, or I feel the day feels strange, or maybe I shouldn't get on the train, or it's that kind of thing, and we can't quite put our finger on why we're feeling this way. And that's the moon card. And that's probably why it's Pisces, because they are highly intuitive, but they are the aether card, right? It's the ether card. It's not water anymore. It's very much about the ether, and the ether is plasma, so it's liquid-like, but it's a different kind of substance, and it holds information. Okay, so that's the moon card. Let me see if I'm picking up anything in particular here. Yeah, for somebody, it may be that you are moving on to something. How do I explain this? you're moving somewhere else, or you're moving on, right? This card, but you don't really see what's on the other side yet. There's something that is still a little bit. There's insecurity and a feeling of not being sure how it's going to end or what it's going to be like when you get there, or we're ending something here with that Ten of Swords, but we're beginning something simultaneously, something new simultaneously, and we're not sure what's going to happen there. And like I said, fears or insecurities or over emotional energies can come up at this time. But the thing with the moon is you are to face your fears, and then they don't have that hold on you anymore. And that's the whole idea behind the moon, facing your fears. Okay. Enough of that. Now, you're behaving like the Four of Swords, or how you're dealing with situations. So this can either be you, or it can be somebody around you that you're dealing with. But this is how you're dealing with it. And you have a pretty good outlook, I'm going to say, as we're moving on from this. And my feeling is, that's kind of my feeling, like there have been things from the past that you want to let go of now and move away. And while there still may be some insecurity or some things that are unknown, we still have faith in the future. We have faith in ourselves and our family, and we're taking this time to relax and enjoy it. And like I feel like we're being comforted here. Okay, yeah, because we have the Five of Pentacles. So these are challenges that we face together. Five is the number of instability. So this can be even a recuperation from maybe a cold or a flu, or financial recoup, especially because, spending a lot of money around this time. And even with the travel, can take up a bit of your finances. But there may be, now this is you and how you're behaving. Be careful with this card, because it's the consciousness of lack, and we don't want to call that to us anymore. But five pushes us to find solutions, right? This is the difficulty that says, okay, I'm moving on from this. Five helps us to find stability or seek stability in a situation. In this case, it can be physical, right? Somebody may not be feeling well, or you may be feeling a little bit physically off, or financially off. But there are challenges that we face together, because family is there with that Ten of Cups. Family is supportive in this case, or you're supporting family. That can also be, right? Maybe family members are feeling this, are going through some difficulty, and you're the one who is supportive with that Ten of Cups, and showing them how to have faith in situations, or just being kind and loving towards them. However, with that Four of Swords, I do say, bundle up, make sure you stay warm, take your vitamin D, vitamin C, so that even if you feel just a little tinge of something going on, you can crush it immediately, right? Okay. The Two of Cups and the Hanged Man. So the Two of Cups is again partnerships. The Hanged Man is a sacrifice, or having to wait on something. And this can have something to do with the Page of Swords, which is, by the way, my Taurus card. So this can be you, or you can be dealing with the Taurus, another Taurus energy. This is my detective card. So these people look very diligently for answers, for situations where they need to get answers quick. And this can be in regards to partnerships of some kind. And maybe that's why the Hanged Man is here. We don't have all the answers just yet. Now remember, we're at the end of a cycle here, towards the end of December. And, people are probably waiting for the new year to do anything major. And so there is that feeling of hanging out and waiting. But the Page of Swords will still kind of like look for answers. If it is a partnership, sometimes the Page of Swords is saying that you're looking at their social media, or, kind of the detective work. Who are these people? What are they all about? Why are they contacting me? Or, what are our similarities? What are our differences? Because the Two of Cups is the it's a desire that is matched or mirrored through somebody else, but they can be very different people. But there is still something there that matches, that complements it. And it is a mirror desire. I also feel like there can be some relationships that are finding some healing as well here. And for somebody, you may have to sacrifice a relationship in order to move forward. Now we're looking at teacher here. And I feel like this is there's something to learn here in this situation. However, that Page of Swords can be somebody who uncovers something for themselves or for somebody else to teach them something. Because again, the Hanged Man is somebody who gives up something for knowledge. So that can be the teacher situation. Interesting. But it looks like a pleasant holiday for the most part. I do feel like you could feel a little bit run down and in need of respite, in need of some rest, and in the comfort of family or friends, people you consider family. Maybe you're going home for the holidays, that kind of thing. Or you're making your home available to others who could use some rest and respite. But I do feel like there is something to understand and to be learned in this next 2 weeks. What does Spirit want you to know? Well, you have wishes. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Be careful what you wish for, as one wish will be granted. Nice. We're looking at 3 and 5. So 3 is creative. It's a lot of energy. 5, again, is that instability that seeks to find balance. And so 3 can be that there's a creative solution to something that that may have been bothering you. But chances are it's something that, that you can teach other people, or that you can learn through a teacher. Very nice. Really nice. So, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all of the above. So, take care for now. Talk to you soon.